Yes, it started. Hi. How y'all doing? Good morning. Um, it's 5:41 a.m. It's still dark where I'm at. In Groggy Grumblings. You know how when you're sleepy, but you can't sleep? I guess that's the insomnia. Pardon the snores. If you hear snores, it ain't me. Well, pardon them. Look at you, can tell us something. Anyway, I'm up and I can't seem to get back to sleep. How you doing? Good morning. Grand rising, as it said. I'm going to do a video. I may do a couple of videos. I'm in the mood to talk. I use this channel to, dump my thoughts. For now, I may get a podcast. Pardon the screen. I like my anonymity. I also like to dump my thoughts. One guy I had on Facebook. Are we still Facebook friends? I don't know. Facebook changed so much. You don't know who the hell is who and what's going on, what you're connected to. But he wrote in a post a while ago, garbage in, garbage out. His take on, what they give the public, and your reply back is giving that back to um, them, if you will. Anyhow, so this channel is something like that for me thus far. Yeah, just talking about what's on my mind. Yeah, I'm a writer, one who suffers from writer's block most oft, pretty much. I think it's my health ailments too that contribute to the writer's block. Yeah, one of those being lupus. Oh, Loony, Loopy. They call it cruel mysteries is one of the slogans they have for it. Cruel mystery. It sure enough is. No one knows where it came from or how it got started. I tend to go to the lectures and other support groups for lupus and things of that nature. And no one knows. They don't know the origins. But there's sure enough, I think there's a patent on it. I never understood patents on diseases. Like, would you want to put your name on something that's causes this much pain to human beings? I don't know. I don't get it. But yeah, there's patents on diseases. You can Google that for yourself. But lupus, I had a friend years ago. We're still cool. Hey, girl, I'll call you 4 diamonds for the story's sake. And we were former co-workers and friends in person, still friends via Facebook. I moved out of the state, so we don't see each other. But anyway, she had it. This is like the early 2000s. And I used to ask her, well, what is it? I had anemia. I've been anemic for a while. Me and millions of others, anemia is pretty common. But once, I take the proper iron, and I used to make a lot of things with beets and blackstrap molasses. Back then I would make liver too. I don't eat as much meat today as I did back then. But I would definitely get the liver going and the onions and, just to keep the anemia under control, because it just makes you so tired. Chronic fatigue syndrome, central, okay? So with lupus, she explained it to me back then, it's the body attacking itself and things of that nature. And I would visit her in the hospital, and she just had the greatest spirit with it. She's still a great spirit, and just really, really kept a positive attitude. And I was really, really, really amazed by that. But I still was, confused by it. Like, well, where did it come from? And she was like, no one knows, you know. Pardon me. But back then I just, took her word for it. I didn't think to go out and study it on my own, which is rare for me because I'm a study addict. I don't mind researching and things of that nature, especially when I'm curious about something. But back then, I just, and we both worked at the same hospital. Great, great, great woman. And we hung out, we partied at clubs, just wonderful lady. And Yeah, so I just really, really knew about it through her lens and what she shared with me. But I never imagined it would knock at my door one day. Oh, so around 20, I was diagnosed in 2013, but the couple of years leading up to that, I just was extremely tired. I assumed it was the anemia. But when the fatigue got such that I'm like, no, this ain't anemia. This is something the hell else. I went and asked them to, research further and more tests and things of that nature. Um, and things, they take so much blood. Oh, this is long before I started looking at Dr. Jewel Pilgrim on YouTube here. Someone had told me to check out her videos. Um, love the sister, love it. Dr. Jewel Pilgrim, you're fantastic. Just love you. I was at the first and last to date Black Power Awards, and your award is well deserved. Yeah, I love the work you do. In any event, I digress. And looking at her videos, I realized that you only need like a teaspoon of blood to figure out what's wrong with the person or to diagnose them and see what's going on. And they were taking so many vials. I'm like, what the hell's going on? What type of Count that Dracula, that vampire shit? What is the fuck? If I'm already anemic, what do you need all them damn vials for? So, a spiritual sister told me, you better program your blood. You better program your organs. You better program them. Like you fine-tune the piano. Tune up pianos and organ piano. But we're going to get too metaphysical in this video, okay? But yeah, lupus is like your body's attacking itself. And from what's been told. And going against you. I'm like, wow, so how can we turn that around? Your body is supposed to be one with you. What they call the mind, body, spirit connection. It's supposed to be one. Yeah. I got a spiritual reading once, too. One of those real good ones where the reader doesn't even speak English. I had to have an interpreter on the phone. And I inquired about lupus, and then she inquired in, their mother tongue, and then got the answer back. And from what she shared with me, it spiritually, on a spiritual plane, that disease is derivative of how women are being, even though we know men can get it too, but it's mostly women, how women are being treated, oppressed and suppressed, and um, just so much denigrating, demeaning banter about women. Um, and women has been oppressed reportedly for years, hundreds of years, but is really, really taken on a new type of language, if you will, like almost desperate to try to convince women to see themselves how the detractors of women see them. And spiritually speaking, that's taken a toll, and I guess framed itself in something called lupus. Louise Hay, her books say to name the pain, actually name it. That book she has, Self-Healing, the title is some variant of that. I have that book in storage. I have to get it out soon. Good book. A thin book, but a Lollapalooza of a book, despite its thinness. And I read it, I said, what does she mean by name the pain? Name it. I would go so far as to say name it and don't, tell anyone what the names are. I just, no, I wouldn't disclose that. Unless you love and trust the person, is a beloved in your home and you love them. Another spiritual sister told me to name your organs, name those two. Do not write it down and don't share those names and things of that nature. So when I read Rich Sullivan's book, hi Rich, if you're reading this, I'm not reading this, if you're hearing this, I read his book, and he mentioned something about not naming your organs and naming your pain, but something about names. And when he wrote what he wrote in that regard, I said, oh my goodness, this could have been what she meant. You know what I mean? The author who said name your pain. Yeah, Louise Hay. So, to my other lupus ladies, pardon me, it's early, I'm groggy. I should call these videos Groggy Grumblings, GG's. Yeah, I should call this the Groggy Grumbling series. Yeah. Gigi, Groggy Grumbling. When I can't sleep and just start rambling, yeah, Groggy Grumblings. Trademark. All rights reserved. Don't bite. Anywho, yeah, where is I? Yeah, bitch, I need to get some more rest. Is where the hell I need to be. That's where I was. So I got up to go tinkle and make some tea. And yes, brush my teeth and gargle. Okay. Anywho, but that's it. That's my chat on lupus for now. But, ladies with lupus, just love yourself. Be patient with yourself. Um, Shout out to Six of Spades. I call you Six of Spades. You know you are. Her lupus went into remission. I know of through YouTube, and the internet blogs, a lot of people who got their lupus into remission. But to know one in person, I'm like, really? So she's an inspiration. She said she went vegan and she got into her essential oils. And I love essential oils. Oh my goodness. Love essential oils. I even sell them. That's a whole nother video. And she's just really, really disciplined and stuck with it. So Six of Spades, thank you. You're a great inspiration. And hers is in remission. So there is hope. And please, again, I stress to you, love yourself. Because the spiritual reading I got said spiritually that was made possible by us women. Not all women, but women who may be not loving themselves and regarding themselves in a high esteem and believe in what detractors say. We're all entitled to our First Amendment rights, but you're not entitled to embrace their thought as your own thought. You know what I mean? All right. Take it easy, y'all. Peace. How do I stop this thing? Let's push this. Let me see. Is this? Okay, good.